The learners stand to CBC. The learners go for their ability. The learners stand to.
In our immediate episode, we demystified facts about competency-based curriculum transition and progression from PP1 to senior school, highlighting different assessment methods used to transition learners from one class to another within the new comprehensive school system, comprising pre-primary, primary school, and junior school, managed as one institution.
In one way or the other, the products of our education system will have to affect you so long as you are in this country.
So from 1963, we've been focused on education for employment by the government.
Understanding why CBC in Kenya, first of all, you need to appreciate why education. The role of education in any country is to serve the needs of the country.
Yes.
In today's show, we want to delve deep into senior school as we dive into the pathways, the main strengths of the new curriculum in addressing the market needs of a 21st century learner. According to the CBC Task Force report, learners will pursue 3 pathways: 60% STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics courses, 25% social sciences, and 15% sports sciences and arts sciences.
At senior school, the system between pre-primary 1 and grade 9,
yes,
all the learners are doing same number of learning areas or subjects, as it were. Mm-hmm. But as they go into the senior school,
yes,
it is providing for what we call pathways. Mm-hmm. At the senior school, there are 3 pathways that have been identified.
The competency-based curriculum, famously known as CBC in Kenya, introduces 3 distinct pathways at the senior secondary school level, aiming to cater to diverse talents and interests.
We must reorient our education system so that we have people going for the right courses. Our people are crying about unemployment because they don't have the right education. So CBC comes in to address the problem of relevance of education.
Senior school is where learners will not only transition to tertiary education but also acquire jobs in the country or abroad through certifications. According to the latest amendments, national and extra-county schools will offer all 3 pathways as it is economically sensible. Grade 12 is where a child will have both placement and certification, marking the first certificate in the academic journey of a CBC learner compared to the 844 system, where a learner had both the KCP and KCSE certificates at this level. Learners in grade 12 will use community service learning to address societal problems. A 3-month mandatory community service program before joining tertiary institutions will benefit them as they apply knowledge and skills acquired through formal education to provide service to the community while learning from it. Community service learning will cover aspects of citizenship, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, life skills, communication skills, and research. The first pathway to choose from the list of 3 is the Arts and Sports Science pathway.
There is a pathway for arts and sports. Those who may find that they are endowed in sports, that is where their potential is, they'll have room to specialize in those sporting activities like the basketball, football, rugby, and so on.
Yes.
And along with them, they will also be learning certain core subjects that they require.
Aimed at cultivating creativity and physical prowess, Arts and Sports Science will house the Arts Department and the Sports Science Department. The Arts Department will have 4 core learning areas. These are community service learning, physical education, legal and ethical issues in arts, and communication skills, with an option of 1 learning area among performing arts, music, dance, theatre and elocution, visual and applied arts, fine arts, applied arts, time-based media and crafts. The Sports Science Department under Arts and Sports Science Pathways will have core learning areas of community service learning, physical education, human physiology, anatomy and nutrition, and sports ethics, with learners expected to choose at most 2 learning areas out of ball games, athletics, indoor games, gymnastics, water sports, boxing, martial arts, outdoor pursuits, or advanced physical education. In the Arts and Sports Science pathway, learners will participate in the economic development of the country through utilization of their talents. In middle-level colleges or universities, they will pursue careers in the visual or performing arts and the sports industry. The pathway will also prepare learners for career in the sports industry.
The second pathway is the pathway of humanities or social sciences.
Yes.
That is where we'll have the languages and business studies.
The second pathway is social sciences, aimed at unraveling the tapestry of humanity. The social science pathway is designed to provide learners with skills for productive problem-solving, decision-making, creative thinking, and making balanced value judgments in the physical and social environment. The pathway has 3 departments. These are humanities, languages and business studies. The humanities department will have learners doing 2 core subjects of community service learning and physical education, with an option of choosing between 3 and 5 of the following learning areas: history and citizenship, geography, Christian religious education, Islamic religious education, Hindu religious education, business studies, or mathematics. The languages department will have learners picking only 1 subject from the list of English language, literature in English, lugha ya Kiswahili, fasihi ya Kiswahili, Kenyan Sign Language, indigenous languages, Arabic, French, German, or Chinese, famously known as Mandarin. These learners, however, will have to undergo community service learning and physical education. The Business Studies Department in the Social Sciences pathway will have learners study 2 core learning areas of community service learning and physical education, in addition to learning business studies.
This is the third pathway that now is what we call STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
The third and last pathway for learners to choose from in senior school is the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, famously known as STEM pathway, with the aim of forging the future innovators. This pathway will have 4 departments: pure sciences, applied sciences, technical and engineering, and career and technology studies departments. The STEM pathway will expose students to the use of technology to develop a labor force that will drive Kenya's economy. Under the Pure Sciences Department, learners will do community service learning, physical education, and ICT as core subjects, with an option of 3 subjects in mathematics, physics, chemistry, or biology. Those pursuing pure sciences will be expected to join a university or a middle-level college to pursue careers in education, medicine, pharmacy, science, industrial science, and actuarial science.
Are you ready?
Under the Applied Sciences Department, the core subject will still remain to be community service learning, physical education, and ICT, with a learner opting for either agriculture, computer science, food and nutrition, or home management. In the Technical Engineering Department, the core learning areas will increase to 6. These are community service learning, physical education, ICT, and mathematics, with an option of either physics or physical sciences, or an option of either chemistry or biology or biological sciences. The learner will, however, have an option of adding only one subject from the list of agricultural technology, geosciences technology, marine and fisheries technology, aviation technology, wood technology, electrical technology, metal technology, power mechanics, clothing and construction technology, media and electronics technologies, manufacturing technology, or mechatronics. Career and Technology Studies, known as CTS department, under STEM, just like Technical and Engineering department, will have community service learning, physical education, ICT and mathematics, either physics or physical science, or an option of either chemistry or biology or biological sciences as core learning areas, with an option of one elective subject. Students will have the option of choosing one learning area from the list of fashion and interior design, leatherwork, culinary arts, hairdressing and beauty therapy, plumbing and ceramics, welding and fabrication, tourism and travel, air conditioning and refrigeration, animal keeping, exterior design and landscaping, building construction, garment and dressmaking, photography, graphic designing and animation, food and beverage, motor vehicle mechanics, carpentry and joinery, firefighting, metalwork, electricity, land surveying, science laboratory technology, electronics, printing technology, or crop production. Graduates of Career and Technology Studies will be awarded certificates at the completion of grade 12 and artisan equivalent certificates, making them eligible to join industries to work under the guidance of experienced persons to acquire on-the-job skills. Career opportunities will include areas such as beauty, plumbing, welding, tailoring, catering, mechanics, tour guiding. They are also eligible to pursue further training in middle-level colleges as a prerequisite to joining universities. The pathway will also allow some to join the job market under experienced persons and undergo further training to advance their skills.
When you begin to think about that, you begin to see that then we must go back to the education system and ask ourselves, how do we orient our education system so that the products of the education system can get the knowledge, the skills, the attitudes and values that are required by the employer.
While technical engineering students will acquire competencies in pre-technical and pre-career education at junior secondary schools. These pathways aim to equip learners with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in their chosen fields, whether they pursue tertiary education, enter the job market directly, or undergo further training and apprenticeships. This approach mirrors successful models adopted by countries like Canada, Malaysia, Sweden, and New Zealand facilitating smooth transitions from secondary education to post-secondary education, training or employment.
There must be a linkage between the universities and the industry.
Yes.
Learners, even as early as first year in the university, should be taken for industrial attachment. They begin to know what is required in this industry. The linkage must be there.
Tertiary education and training typically span a minimum of 3 years, although certain career paths may necessitate longer durations. At the university level, the CBC mandates universities to adapt their programs to accommodate students who have traversed the 3 pathways in senior secondary education. The task force report recommends that the Commission for University Education expedite the development and review of university programs to align with these pathways. Many universities have shifted their focus from specialized programs to offering courses in areas such as arts and business to attract a broader student base. During deliberations of the CBC Task Force Committee, Professor Fatuma Chege, the Principal Secretary, assured stakeholders that universities were actively involved and provided input on how institutions should prepare to admit the first CBC cohort in 2029. She emphasized that CBC reforms encompass all levels of education, from early childhood to tertiary institutions, including universities, and must adhere to CBC standards. Based on KCSE trends, approximately 15% of current pioneer CBC class, equating to 183,080 students out of 1,247,140 are projected to enroll in universities. The remaining 85% or 1,064,060 students are expected to transition to other tertiary institutions. Upon completion of tertiary education, learners will undertake a mandatory 9-month community service program. Subsequently, they will receive a certificate of compliance as proof before entering the workforce. With all these plans begs the question, what remains of the national, cultural and official language, Kiswahili? Though one of the core and compulsory subjects up to junior school, Kiswahili is tied with Kenya's sign language, making it optional. At the senior school level, if a student does not pick the social sciences pathway, the interaction with Kiswahili ends. Why can't Kiswahili be taught from preschool in PP1 and made compulsory subject up to the university? Why can't Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, KICD, the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and that of Internal Affairs come up with a policy document that makes Kiswahili a mandatory language to be learnt by any foreigner who wishes to visit Kenya? We have come to the end of today's episode. We are glad that you made it through to this point. Don't forget to press the subscription button to help us grow. Comment, like and share our episodes with your audiences to leave a positive impact. Our next episode will focus on the future of CBC as we go through the recommendations made by the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms and their impacts on the separation of power between Teachers Commission and the ministry in charge. My name is Otino Mjomba. Kwaheri kwa sasa.
Are you a learner?
Yes!
Are you ready?
Yes!
For the CBC?
Yes!
For the talent?
Yes!
Then let's go.
For the CBC!
Then let's go.
For the CBC!
Off we go.
For the CBC!
We go.
For the CBC!
Mami.